Well, hello, everybody. I see that Van City Prepper's here, and so is Prepping by Faith. Can't see too many others. Evidently, I had two different YouTube or StreamYards posted at the same time. That may cause a little bit of a problem, but still learning the process. Not as good yet as Prepping by Faith and Van City Prepper, but one of these days I'll be as good as the two of them. I really, really hope. Gosh, they do some awesome videos. In case you didn't catch it, and one of the reasons we want to get together tonight is so we can help each other grow. I just had a phenomenal experience earlier this week with Apartment Prepper, and it was just a phenomenal live stream where she had three guests on, and it was talking about prepping and Christianity, and just what a wonderful video that was. So I hope she comes on this evening. But if my moderators who are here would do me a favor, and I'm going to keep track of who all is here. I would like for us to see if we can't get them an invitation by link to come on with me. And I'm keeping a list here of all those, and especially Bougie Prepper. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But I would like for everybody to have the opportunity to come on for about 2 minutes and just kind of introduce their channel and let us know what we can do in order to subscribe to them and the advantages of their channel and what they do for us. For example, Bougie Prepper, and I sure hope I'm pronouncing that right, had a wonderful video on fire starting, and she recommended this German fire starting hemp rope that's also got some paraffin embedded into the hemp, and you just crush this part down here. Then you can use a ferrocerium rod and a 90-degree angle piece of steel, start it down here, and then all you have to do is, when I was an altar boy, it's how we snuffed the candle lighters, but you just lift this up and it snuffs that, and you can reuse it. So just really fantastic. Oh, there she is. There's Apartment Prepper. And so I would like to see if we can't start off with one or two of them. Let's just get them the link. I know what I'll do. I'll just put it up here. And Apartment Prepper. I'm going to go in the order that I have them listed here on my sheet. So if we could start off with Van City Prepper, if you could just join me for a quick moment at this link and give us a little bit about your channel, why you got started, what it is your main thing is that you would like to get across to other people. And one of the greatest advantages of just subscribing to your channel. I hope that's the right link. Hi, Debbie. No, I thought she was here. Okay, how about Prepping by Faith? Oh, there she is. There she is. Yay. Let me get you. There we go. Okay. Van City Prepper, can you do us a good favor?
Yeah.
And just introduce your channel to everybody so they know what to expect when they get subscribed to your channel.
Oh, I'm outside. Hey guys, good to see you all. I actually was just gonna mod. I wasn't thinking I was gonna be on the channel. But no, so we do medic stuff. I'm just on a live stream. Sorry. Okay, so the thing I'm most excited about is I'm using my geological science background to do a natural hazard, natural disaster video every week to link it to preparedness. And as the bigger events turn up in the news and stuff, I'm going to try to cover them. So we got a coyote that keeps coming here. I'm going to try to cover them and do videos about them and try to explain the geology and then link it to preparedness and then try to no, it's not who it is. And then try to link it to the other prepper channels. Like, for example, if you did one about like the ash, I could do one about the geology, and just really excited about it.
And so for those of you who don't know, that's Mrs. Van City Prepper. There's actually two of them. And Mrs. Van City Prepper has her PhD in geological sciences. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And her specialty is volcanism. So just phenomenal asset. If you have any questions or anything else, you can go to one of her lives and ask her great questions. She does great interviews. I have seen so many interviews, and she specializes in that every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, right? Or is it 9 p.m.?
7 Pacific, so I guess it's
9 p.m.
9
Central.
p.m. Central, yeah.
Yeah, so she does a live interview every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. So please join us for that. Thank you, Van City
I'm out of
Prepper.
here.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Okay, now if we could have Prepping by Faith do the same thing. Hello, 12 Bravo. Welcome. Hello, Uncle Al. Did you get that link, Leah? There she is. Another one of my absolute favorites.
Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot on here. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. Let me close that. There. That's
Okay.
better, right? We don't hear that feedback now?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Hi, guys. So my channel, I just kind of incorporate faith. I also incorporate different current news events. I've started covering some of those, different kinds of things that I do with food preparation, that sort of thing. I've just recently started gardening. I'm doing a little bit of patio gardening. This is my first year, so I'm learning how to do that, which I am enjoying. And I guess what I'm most excited about is just including my faith. I feel like it's very important with everything that's going on in the world to share our Christian backgrounds and to help keep everyone sort of rooted and grounded in the Word and keep everybody kind of motivated with faith over fear with everything that's going on. So
fantastic and very motivational. She gave one. Oh gosh, when was that? I guess a week and a half ago. She did one that was just about keeping your sanity, basically. And one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. As a matter of fact, I added it to my playlist. It was such a great video. And thank you very much for that. That was very inspirational. And so for those of you who want to look for a reason why you're doing this and for things beyond why we're doing this, you know, a lot of us think that, I guess there are some fatalists that think that if you're Christian, you don't have to prepare. But you know, I think Prepping by Faith shows us that the two work hand in hand, prepping and being a Christian. And the other part of that is she and I are in very good cohesion as far as part of our obligation is to take care of other people as much as taking care of ourselves. So just fantastic site. And she's going to put her link up here. And I would ask that everybody subscribe to her. And then we'll get the next one up, which is going to be Bougie Prepper.
all right, bye.
And Prepping by Faith, would you do me a favor and make sure we have the as each one's talking that we have their channel up so that people can subscribe to it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Thank you very much. Take care. And Tactical Homestead just joined us, so let me get that written down. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Bougie Prepper. Here's the link. If you would join us, if you don't mind, and explain a little bit about oh, you got it. Fantastic. Here she is.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, Boucher Prepper. You got
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in the camera.
My daddy told me that the most important thing a person has is their name, and make sure you always got it right. So,
Yes, I feel
well, tell us a little
way.
bit about your wonderful channel.
It's a prepper channel. I'm basically focusing on uh, I'm trying to find the right word for it. For people, especially in apartments, that's one thing, because I've noticed on some places when people in apartments, when they say I'm in an apartment, they think that, oh, how you prepping in an apartment? So my love for people, and that's prepping in an apartment, and also for people who may not know how to do a lot of the things that channels say you should be able to do this to do that. And I want to show that we can learn how to do these things. We don't have to be perfect at them. We don't have to already know how to do them. We can start to learn them. Like I did log splitting this Friday. I had no clue, how to do it, but I sat there and figured it out. So I want to show people that we can learn these skills, not having to already be a professional at it, but we can learn them together.
Absolutely.
It's okay that if you don't know how to do something, we can learn how to do it.
Well, you had a fantastic, you found this German fire starter, and that's really a great piece of kit. And I had not seen that before, and I've been doing this for quite a while. So, something?
And that's my first time finding that. I just go on Amazon and I just scroll through everything, and I said, that looks like something that everybody can use. I thought like elderly people, if they can't they can light that easily and then take it, to different fires, as I said, and light things. So I look for stuff like that where it's easy for everybody to use.
Well, and I think that's critical too. I think one of the things that is important for everybody to learn is, I got into a conversation on response to a video today with Prepping by Faith. And I think all too often people are trying to brag on what they know and brag on what they can't do or their experience or something like that. And they forget that the quintessential underlying thing is we're here to help each other.
Exactly.
And so, you know something, I've been doing this since 1962 and you taught me something. So
I'm glad I did.
So I think that's what this whole thing is all about, is how can we help each other? And, we've got a great constituency of people here tonight. So as you see these channels come up and everything, if everybody would just subscribe to each other, let's see how we can support each other. And there's some awful good information being passed on out there among all these channels. So
I like Food by Faith just did one with the five. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, but that was so good. Like priority, keeping things in priority, and knowing why you're prepping, and that was just like a good reminder.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
All right. See you book night.
Okay, take care. Okay, next, Apartment Prepper. You know what? And Apartment Prepper and Bougie Prepper, you make a fantastic team since both of you are in apartments. But if we could get Apartment Prepper up here. He just had another good one come out about an hour ago, as far as a video. And I was very happy with it. Hello, Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Be great to get you on. So while we're waiting for Annette to come on, Annette, Apartment Prepper, my wife and I went to, of course, Willie Nelson is big here in this town, and has a couple restaurants, and he has a diesel truck stop up the road a little bit. And so Willie's Ice House is one of our favorite places to eat. And so I had this hat on yesterday, and I was standing in line. Actually, I was sitting. My wife was standing in line, and this woman comes up and says, ASA, yay. And she shook my hand, and I said, you know about it? She says, yeah, I was ASA. And I said, and what were you? And she says, 98 Golf. And I said, so was I. And I said, what's your name? And she told me, and I said, Diane. And she looked at me, and she says, you know my first name? And I said, yeah, you're married to Dave. And she goes, oh my God, who are you? And I gave her my name, and wow, we have not seen each other since 1978. We were stationed at Field Station Augsburg together in 1978. So, just funny how things happen. But Bouger is an apartment prepper, and apartment prepper is an apartment prepper, and here she comes. So apartment prepper, if you'd be kind enough to tell us about your
Hello,
channel
everybody.
and things you do.
Well, the name says it all. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Hold on a sec. Hold on 1 minute. I'm getting echo. I don't know what's going on. I'm in an apartment and I prep. So, it's real simple. In fact, just so you know, Bougie's going to be my guest this Thursday.
Oh wow, that's great.
We're going to be doing a live together. So
that's fantastic.
I know. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm not. And I'm sorry for the reverb or whatever, you guys. I can't fix it on my end, but
you're fine on this end.
Okay, maybe it's just me, but I'm not like I've been prepping for a long time, but I just decided I looked around and like Bougie said, there wasn't a lot of stuff for apartment people, and so that's why I started doing it for apartment, low income people who may be on food stamps or dealing with special needs relatives. So, and I just kind of share what I do. I have sorry. So just nothing fancy. It's just me. And,
Now help me. This is what I picked up so far watching some of your videos. You're originally from New Zealand.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I was born in Australia and spent my childhood in New Zealand.
Oh, so you're an Aussie.
My brother and I were both born in Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, just don't have connection anymore.
And now you're in the Western U.S. in the Rocky Mountain area.
We are in Utah right now, northern Utah. Yes.
Okay.
So
wow.
We've lived all over. We've lived all over, but we like it here. So.
And if you would go back and check in Apartment Prepper's list, she has one fantastic video on how to organize if you're in an apartment, how to make the most of your space.
I think that was the one I did when I was sick.
Yeah. But it would be fantastic if everybody would just subscribe to Apartment Prepper.
Thanks, Sean.
And then she has a live coming up this Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. It's I think I can't remember the time exactly. I don't remember the time, but it's either 6 or 7 o'clock Mountain Time. I don't remember.
Okay.
So I know because Bougie's on the other side of the country, so I had to try and make it work for her. So, but it'll be good, you guys. Stop by and see it.
I understand how that works because one of my favorite people to have on mine is Van City Prepper. And of course, she's out there way on the West Coast. And so, when we do these,
he's coming up in a couple weeks
dinner time for her. So
yeah, she'll be on my live in a couple weeks. And then Scottish Urban Prepper is going to be coming up. And,
oh, wow.
And that's from Scotland. So that's
I wonder if we'll understand them.
So, and then eventually when you're better, I want you on my channel.
One of these years.
Yeah, when you're getting better.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm going to go and let you talk to someone else.
Fantastic. Thank you. Have a fantastic evening.
Thanks.
And give Max a hug for me. Okay, next, Debbie Goebel. So, Debbie, if you could join us on the live and introduce your channel. Do you see the link there, Debbie? Are you still here? Okay, so Farmer's Son Prepping has joined us, as has Annie's Kitchen and Karen Shute. I hope that's how you pronounce it. So hello to all three of you. While we're waiting for Debbie Goebel to show up, why don't we go to 12 Bravo, which is a combat engineer in the Army. And there's the link, 12 Bravo. If you'd come on and tell us a little bit about your channel. Ah, okay, Debbie, thank you for that. I didn't realize that. So 12 Bravo, if you'll click on that link that I put about 2 above your comment, then you can come on live with me and tell the people about your channel. Yeah, I got that, Debbie. Thank you very much. But when you decide to get one, come here and we will support you as much as we can. But if in the meantime, if you could subscribe to everybody here, and 12 Bravo doesn't have anything on his content, any content on his channel yet either. So that means the next one up is Uncle Al. So Uncle Al, here's the link for you. If you would tell us a little bit about what you do. Do you see the link, Uncle Al? And after Uncle Al, we'll do Tactical Homestead. Give you a little bit of time. I didn't give the first couple of people enough time to get dressed if they needed to. Hey, Uncle Al.
Yeah, I have to adjust something. Hold on. Yeah, let's see. Okay, folks, if you're doing this and you hear the reverb, onto the right, left of your screen on the top bar. Okay, I just pressed the top bar where it you have another channel says YouTube on it, and it says Lee's channel. You remove that and you get rid of the reverb. Sorry about this, folks. My niece put me into bed, and I've been asleep until 5:30 because I overdid it this morning.
Uh-huh.
And first of the month, I always take people out, elderly and disabled, and help them go shopping because we had a rash of people mugging elderly and able people, and that's not nice. So I've been taking them out. I'm kind of getting retired from prepping and bushcrafting and firearms because I've been doing it too long, and I'm getting tired, and also I'm getting sick. So anyway, prayers for Cold War prepper because Lee, you're recovering from a hip replacement.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's all make sure we do our prayers because I'm trying to upload a video for that. And also pray for prepping with faith because I think our kids want to test because my doctors have to go back to the doctors on Monday. It's like every other day. We're sending you back to the doctors. Yeah, because my niece and nephews and everybody's worried Uncle Alan's going to die at the dinner table. I'm not going to die. They got mad at me because I went to a garage sale.
Huh?
And it's like a quarter mile away from my house. And I had my walker. And they got mad because I was hauling a 50-pound bookcase on my walker. And they're yelling at me because I'm not supposed to do it. I have 2 stents in my heart. And they said I'm not supposed to do it, and they're still mad at me.
Well, tell us how much more time we've got with you on your channel and what you specialize on your channel.
You got plenty of time. I cover everything you guys want to know. You could ask me questions, email me, and this one's a good one because people are asking me. I went to the Exposium in Stockton on this one. How to build simple solar cookers. No smoke, no ash, just clean heat.
All right.
Isn't that neat? And this nice thing is this couple still lives in Lakewood, Colorado. They sponsor the symposium. And that's one of the things. I'm going to put it up in another video because people were asking me how to do solar cookers. Where I'm at, it's like 96 right now. That's not our hot days. I live in the desert. Next week, it's going to be 106, 112, 115. Last year was like 118 and it was June. Okay. Think of Texas with no moisture and the sun's like, what's the air temperature outside early in the morning? 98. Okay, that's hot.
Yep. And I'm originally from the high mountain desert myself from El Paso. So 110 in the daytime with a swamp cooler, you could sleep at 90 degrees at night.
Yeah.
Didn't have central air conditioning until probably I was 30 years old.
Right.
Okay, fantastic.
Do you know the trick of the ice jug inside the swamp cooler?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I grew up like Lee, and I have another book. These books you could get on Amazon, Heaven's Flame, and it's real easy to make a solar cooker. People were asking me that question because Lee could set one up at his house fairly easy. And if you have any questions, just email me. I have my email in the about page.
Okay.
And I'll be going over, let's see, before I quit prepping altogether. I can't remember. Sorry. Never have two strokes. Your brain's kind of scrambled up. And I was reading Book of Judges today, and my brain's off on Judea. So I think it's Judea. I tend to wander. Sorry about that. I know somebody else got to come up. But
that's okay.
Whatchamacallit, if you got any questions, ask me, because I've been through the thing. I lost like 3 houses. One from wildfire, lost the town with that, and all my support group. It's always fun watching a house, 6-bedroom house, and your barn and your retirement area just went, oh, it just burned up, and then raced down the road with fire on either side. Or the second house with recover money, I said, oh, this is nice. North of San Francisco, no fire, plenty of rain. I got flooded out. I watched my house lift off the foundation and float down the Russian River.
Wow.
That was like, I don't think I'm going to buy a house. I did again.
I tell you, Gurneyville was one of my favorite places in California. So
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's a nice, quiet, rural area. It's not that much, but when it rains, it rains. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Russian River doesn't really have banks except during the dry season.
Right. And then when it rains, you find out it's like, I need a boat. You know, when you're 250, can't go any further.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, and then I bought a house in one of the, nobody told me this, but Stockton is not a good area to invest in a house. And I had 3 years I trying to sell it, and I lost money on it. I lost $100,000 on it. And after that, like, no, I'm going back to Visalia. It's hot as hell. It smells bad like cow poo, but
my best friend, he went through. He and I have the same birthday, August 15th, and he's 1 year older than I am. He was a gunnery sergeant in the Marines, and we went to intermediate Russian, 1 year of intermediate Russian together. We were roommates at Monterey, and then when I went to Field Station Augsburg, one day I was in the bachelor enlisted quarters, and I went to my room, and I had bought some bottles of booze that they had found from a secret cache of Field Marshal Rommel's. And you could get gin, rum, and I think vodka. I got 2 bottles of rum. And I got to my room, and Danny was sitting in my room. He had already drank half a bottle of rum. And he says, hey, I'm here, TAD, temporary active duty, with the Marine Corps to learn what you do. And I asked the sergeant major if I can be your roommate. So thanks for the booze. And but anyhow, his family, his dad was the florist in Visalia. So we would go from Monterey down to Visalia every weekend almost, and spend the time down there. Well, great. So Uncle Al, we've got your channel linked up here. So I'm gonna let you go, and let's see if we can't get Tactical Homestead in here. Thanks,
okay.
Uncle Al. Have a great evening. And Tactical Homestead. So I just got a flash up here. It says that North Korea has fired 8 short-range ballistic missiles. The South Korean military, I can't read the rest of it. Tactical Homestead. And after him will be Apple Tree Urban Homestead. So Tactical Homestead, if you just click on that link I put there, you are. Fantastic. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, how's my audio coming in?
You're as good as I am.
Alrighty, cool. Yeah, so my channel, I basically do many things, passions, perspectives, a lot of that. I'm a man of faith, and I focus mostly on the tactical things and the homesteady things, obviously, hence the name there. Shooting, survival, bushcraft, etc. Mostly shooting lately, and a lot of like recent event stuff, but generally just shenanigans.
Now, the use of the word tactical kind of leads me to believe you might be prior service.
Correct.
Okay, what'd you do?
I was in the Army for approximately 5 years, got a med discharge. I dealt mostly with the war on drugs in your hometown.
Really, in El Paso?
Correct. Yeah, I was
So
stationed
did
at
you
a
work
big
at Epic?
airfield. Say again?
Were you at Epic?
Epic?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what it is?
El Paso.
Intelligence Center.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's if you put the Army Security Agency, the Naval Security Group, and the Air Force Security Service all in one building, it's called the National Security Agency. And so they have a counter drug operation in El Paso called EPIC, the El Paso Intelligence Center.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, I was out in Biggs Airfield where we were attached to JTF North. We worked with BORTAC and BORSTAR a lot of the time.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so we did like counter narco, human trafficking, the whole myriad of everything else you could possibly think of. And yeah, good times.
One of the places I subscribe to, which is global. Let me see if I want to get it down. Globalincidentmap.com, globalincidentmap.com. But it'll keep you updated as to all major types of incidents going on throughout the world. And I noticed that one of the ones was on June 1st, 5 tons of methamphetamine was captured coming across the border. Want to know where? Seattle.
Really?
Seattle, Washington. So they had meth coming across from Canada. One of the biggest hauls they've ever had.
Yeah, when I was down there, we had a lot of issues with heroin, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the cartel owns Juarez now.
Oh yeah. But
okay.
Enough of that.
Well, we'll put your link up here, and if everybody would please subscribe to Tactical Homestead, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
And the next one's going to be Apple Tree Urban Homestead. Okay, if not, how about thoughts of an old prepper or old soldier? Thoughts of an old soldier. Really interesting things that happened. So today we went over to help my daughter. She's putting in some bookshelves in the office, which is the 5th bedroom in their house. And so remember that at Christmas, it was their Cavapoo. That's that I tripped over and broke my hand. And I just got released from physical therapy and everything on that. I think it was Monday. So we went over there, and that Cavapoo, I tell you what, is the most loving and rambunctious dog you'll ever see in your life. So of course I got all kinds of scars, claw marks from today, and just the dog is just too loving. And I have too thin a skin. So, but it's a good dog. It doesn't mean anything ill or anything else. It's just likes to take advantage of an old man's thin skin. But okay, let's see. So it doesn't look like Thoughts of an Old Soldier is going to come on. So how about, another one of my favorites, Farmer Son Prepping. So Farmer Son, if you could click on this link and join us and tell us a little bit about your channel. So I always get confused between Alabama and Georgia, which one you're in, Farmer Son. But I know that he spent some time in other places, very interesting places as well. There he is. Let's see if we can't get him on here. Hey, Farmer Son, how you doing?
Hey, Lee, what's going on, buddy?
Just trying to get a whole bunch of subscribers to all these fantastic channels.
Awesome. Awesome.
So tell us a little bit about you.
I am from Alabama. I've been prepping for about 3 years now. You know, I just do the things. I prep and stock food and security items, and you know, I'm just doing what I can to get ready for whatever's coming. Basically, it's pretty simple, actually.
Yep. Now, tell us a little bit about your farm that you're homesteading on there.
It's actually my dad's farm, hence the channel name. We're on about 180 something acres. My dad and my sister and we all live on the same piece of property. So we're all kind of connected through the property. I can ride the 4-wheeler to their houses or whatever. We have a huge garden every year that Dad plants. He uses the tractor. And we have ponds and lakes, and I've got dogs, and you know, it's just it's our family's property that we've had since Dad got it when he was a child.
So what do you think your specialty, if you were to say you had a specialty, what would you say your specialty is?
Probably communications. I'm a ham radio operator. Have been since the early 90s. I'm an extra class ham operator. So if I had one field of expertise, that would probably be it, communications.
Where do you operate? 10 meter?
I don't even have an HF rig right now.
Okay.
But so I really haven't been operating anywhere. Of course, I've got a bow thing, and I've got some CB walkie-talkies and that type of thing. But I've got to get me another. I've been trying to look on eBay and get an older HF radio and put me up a wire loop, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, sounds great. Okay, so let's see if we can't get your channel link up here one more time for everybody to subscribe to. And then the next one up on my list is going to be Karen Schute. I hope that I pronounced this right. Karen Schute. Take care, Farmer Son. Karen? Oh, you don't have a channel. Okay. Well, that's everybody I have. Is there anybody that I did not catch that came onto the live that I haven't called out yet? Let me know so we can get you up here and get your channel introduced as well. So remember that what we would really like to get accomplished is we'd like for everybody here to subscribe to each other and grow each other's channels. There's another fantastic channel that I see quite a bit on both Prepping by Faith and on Van City Prepper that I was hoping would be here, and that's Charlotte Prepper. So, we should see if we can't get her encouragement and follow her channel as well. Another guy, one of the very first live I ever did was I was invited to be a panel member. And so the two other panel members on this live were Farmer Son Prepping and Texas Redleg. Now, Texas Redleg is phenomenal. He's a good friend. We talk over the phone and everything else. As a matter of fact, I gave a shout out to him in my last video. He is former law enforcement, former narcotics officer, just fantastic guy. And so we were talking about water storage, and he found this bladder on YouTube that fits into a wheelbarrow. It's a 35-gallon bladder that will fit into a wheelbarrow, so you can carry it to and from the river or lake, wherever you're getting your water from. And I thought that was just phenomenal, because he just looked it up and found it for me since I was talking about it. And then he also found me a scabbard, or I guess it's what you call it, for a larger holster for a rifle, and that would fit over the back seat, over the back of my front seat in my pickup to hold my hunting rifle. So he's just really helpful at finding things and letting us know about things. So thank you, Prepping by Faith. Yes, Charlotte Prepper and Sassy Gal Prepping. She was just recently on a live with Apartment Prepper. Oh, no, that was with, no, that was Apartment Prepper. Where Sassy Gal Prepping was on there as well. And what a fantastic thing that was. On the Fence, welcome. So what we're doing is we're allowing people to come on and give a quick 2 to 3 minute introduction of their channel. And so as the newest person on, there's the link if you would like to join us and give everybody a little bit of description about your channel and what you're doing and how we can support you. Of course, I realized I should have put this in the announcements that I may be calling you on because, some of you may be like me and you don't necessarily. Somebody recently asked me if I would come on to their live stream. I said, just give me 2 minutes. I got to go put a shirt on. And, so I understand that. So I apologize. I won't make that mistake again. I'll be a little bit more considerate and get you advance notice that I'm going to be calling you on, because I know poor Van City Prepper was out doing a walk and had her children with her. I think from the sounds of it. But okay, where were we? On the Fence. On the Fence. Would you like to join us on the live and introduce your channel? So there is the connection to click on and just join us here on the channel. And until that happens, just a couple of quick reminders. This coming Tuesday, we're going to have our nonfiction book club. So chapter 1 of this book. Now, this guy, Selko Begovic, he's famous for his publication called When You're in Hell, or How I Survived the Bosnian Conflict. And so he and Toby Cowan were putting together a workshop and they were going to go around the country and give a one-day workshop on what you need to do to survive something similar to the Bosnian War and the lessons that Selko learned. And so this is a guy who's been there, done that. This is a guy who's had family members shot going to get water. And I mean, he has so much knowledge about things that in a dystopian world, what really happens. And okay, On the Fence, no problem at all. So this is, if we're going to learn, why not learn from those people who have been there? And this is one of those guys who's going to tell you that, silver, gold, precious metals are valuable at a point in time in the timeline of as something happens. And in chapter 1, he's talking a little bit primarily about know when it's time to leave and when it's time to stay, and how do you make those decisions, and what are some of the mistakes that he made, and what are some of the lessons he learned. And I'm hoping as we go further and further into the book, I'm working on chapter 2 now so that I can have those questions to get answered. I'll have those Tuesday night as we finish up reading chapter 1 and discussing it. I'll have the questions that I have for chapter 2, and I'll put that out, which will be fantastic. Yes, absolutely, Bouger. That's he does talk about the difference between prepping and survivalism, and basically, I guess he's talking about it being a mindset more than anything else. And then on Thursday, I hope I have the book here with me somewhere. Yeah. So, is this the right one? No, this is book 3. I'm currently reading book 3. So this is book 3, the renewal. Book 1 is the reversion. Let me see if I have it around here somewhere. There it is. So the last Thursday of this month, we'll be talking about the reversion, and we're actually going to have the author on the live with us. His name is Stephen C. Smith, and his channel, I put it in my last video, is Integrated Preparedness. So he's got 5 books out right now. I'm on book 3. I've got to go back and do this one so I can get the notes for the book club discussion. That'll be the last Thursday of this month. So we're doing Selko Begovic Tuesday, chapter 1. The following Tuesday is going to be chapter 2, and continue on like that. Unless somebody has something else that they would like to do. Now, one of the other things is I've been kind of thinking I wanted to do a 3rd book review, but trying to get everything together and reading the notes and making notes and coming up with a way to describe it. Oh, on the fence. Gosh, you're reading my mind. Would you stop that? Do you feel comfortable coming on? Can I get you on the live stream right now? Because the 3rd thing that I wanted to look at as a Bible book club is something along the religious realm. I'm currently reading. Oh gosh, I got so many. This is part 2 of the Bible in a year. So every morning I do a Bible study. And then the other one that this is just a phenomenal book. And this is the diary of Maria Faustina Kowalska. And I realize there's not that many Catholics out there, that the majority of you are Protestants. So I probably would not be too good at picking a reading for a religious book club. But I think that would be great for us to have. Thank you, Bouger. So I think it would be fantastic for us to have a discussion about a religious book, and have some discussion around that. So if anybody has one that they would like to recommend, I would greatly appreciate that. And if somebody would like to even do that instead of me, hint, prepping by faith, then that would be fantastic. I would love to participate in one of those. Yeah, we could even do a Bible book club. That would be phenomenal. And so I would be very happy to subscribe to one of those. There's even problems with a Bible book club. For example, when Martin Luther broke away from the Catholic Church, he took 10 books of the Bible that had been canonized in 413 AD and deleted them from the Bible. So you have the 6 books in the Old Testament that he deleted. So you can probably say that there was a good reason for that, and that is because those 6 books were written in Greek instead of Hebrew. So in 100 AD, the Jewish convocation said that they were going to do away with the Apocrypha, is what it's called. We keep it because we believe that since those weren't done away with until 100 AD, that they were in the Bible that Jesus would have read when he lived between 6 BC or approximately 6 BC and up to possibly 33 AD time frame. So those would have been part of his readings that he would have read. So we kept them for that reason. But Martin Luther also deleted 4 books from the New Testament, and he deleted Hebrews, James, Jude, and Revelation. And then it took 14 years later, those books were brought back in. John Wesley brought those back in. But the Lutherans still don't have those 4 books in their Bible. So I realize that there's different interpretations of the canonization of the Bible and which one we would use, and et cetera, and which translation. But I would love, I keep this. Well, let me get this there. Gosh, I've got so many Bibles. It's pitiful for my reading. So this is my keep notes in my Bible. This is the one I'm doing in the morning, which is the Great Adventure Bible. So this is the timeline of the Bible. We do about 3 chapters every morning. And then I keep this one. This is from when I was in seminary. So it's got 4 different translations of the Bible. So you can get into that and find a little bit more as far as the translations. And then, of course, my very first Bible, when I went into seminary, was the Thompson Chain Reference, which is a Protestant Bible. So, of course, for those of you who don't know, for a while I was a Baptist minister, and then I returned back to the Catholic Church. So, but that's just the way it is. So, yes, a Bible study, a religious study, I'm all for it. And I don't huck my religion. I think that we all have to respect each other and how we believe. But if we can, as Christians, join together and say, what can we do to promote the faith? One of the things I really, really love, and Prepping by Faith, and I've had this discussion too, and that is we really like James, verse 2, 14 through 24. And part of my prepping philosophy is I buy things specifically to give away, because James tells us that what doth it profit, my brother, if a man come to you naked, destitute, in need of food and clothing, and you say unto him, depart, my brother, be filled with the Spirit, go in peace. Notwithstanding, you give them those things which are needed. Dost thou not know that faith without works is dead, being alone? So I take that one passage to mean that I have an obligation, if somebody comes to my door, and I have prepared to give them something to help them survive. Now, I'm not saying give them a whole lot, but I have to give them something. And so that's just part of my belief. So if we could get something around that, as far as a Bible book club or anything like that, that would be fantastic. Okay, any last comments or thoughts or anything else before we, I guess we'll just shut this down a little bit early. I'm sorry, I had invited Herdy, but I may have confused him as to which one. I evidently had 2 different scheduled, and I may have invited him to the wrong one. But Herdy has been a friend now for about 30 years, and he first got into, is Linda here? Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Oh, wow. Yes, absolutely. Linda, would you like to come on and tell us a little bit about your channel? There's the link. But Herdy and I have been knowing each other for about 30 years. Great guy. He's an ex-Methodist minister. And now he's doing YouTube consulting primarily. So he and I have a lot of great discussions, and we can sit down and talk. Really fantastic. And so he's a font of knowledge. So Linda, would you like to join us? Let me put that link there one more time. Oh, there it is. Do you see it? There she is. Hi, Linda.
Hello. How are you?
Fantastic. And you have some fantastic recipes. But other than that,
how are you? Let me. Fantastic. There.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel.
Well, at my channel, I do a lot of recipe cooking. I'm big on dehydrating, of course. A little bit of gardening, sharing my journey with that. Hauls, just all the things. Yeah, that's pretty much what my channel is about. Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
No, don't be. You're doing fine, because you do the same thing when you record and put something out.
True.
So
I'm so glad I found. Well, I've heard of your channel before, but I just loved last night's live on Apartment Preppers Live, and it was just great.
Wasn't it? Wasn't that fantastic?
Yes.
And so,
yes.
Yeah, and some fantastic guests on there. Prepper Dog is probably responsible for about 30% of the followers I have. Him recommending me, And I've got to say Van City Prepping and Prepping by Faith are probably responsible for 30% each as well. So those three are I'm going to give them the thumbs up. That's what's grown my channel, and we have some phenomenal people here. So if you'll
a lot
subscribe,
of Christians, I love it.
absolutely. So if you would do me a favor, make sure you go back and subscribe to them. We're
Already subscribed.
We put your link up. We're going to ask them to subscribe to you, and so let me get that written down here. I've got to go back and do that and make. I think I'm fairly certain I am subscribed to you, but I want to make sure. And so, okay.
Well, you stuck out in the comments to me last night, so that's how. I mean, I've noticed your channel before, but I went back and took another look, and yeah.
Well, great. Thank you for coming on, and we're going to go now to Camper Van Clark.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Camper Van Clark, would you like to join us and tell us about your channel? So until then, for those of you who don't know, my first 4 years in the Army, I was a 98 Bravo, which is a code breaker. And then I switched over to Russian language, and they made me a 98 Gulf, which was a voice intercept operator. So this is what we operated out of. This is a Turkey 32. Actually, I was in the older one. I was in a Turkey 23. So this is an intercept, two-man intercept position with a DF antenna up on top. And then some other pictures. These I found these as I was cleaning out the garage. So this is, let me see. This is the power pack unit that over the cab of the truck, and then this is what it looked like on the inside. So this is what we did. Let me make sure I got this right side up. There we go. So so you got all these radios, and we just listened to opposing forces and wrote down what they said and recorded it and wrote reports on it and told the division commander what we thought they were going to be doing. And so because of that, I had 2 years of Russian language school, 47 weeks, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then from there, I also went to a 13-week diplomatic translators course in Germany. And the day I graduated, because I was going to be an escort translator to go to the Olympics in Moscow. And the day that I graduated from the diplomatic translators course is the day that Jimmy Carter announced that we were going to boycott the Olympics because the Russians had invaded Afghanistan. But anyhow, it's been a fantastic journey. And because of the training they gave me, I'm still fairly fluent in Russian. And when I owned my store, the Russians would come to me to do all their notaries and all their translations and everything else. It was fantastic. Is Nene's Kitchen here? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Or is that just giving a okay, well, I'm very sorry, Camper Van Clark, but let me tell you, the goal here is the first Saturday of every month. What we want to do is I just want to take 1 hour, and so make sure you are dressed properly and everything else, because what I'd like to do is just have everybody come on, give a brief synopsis of their channel. My fantastic, superior, outstanding, phenomenal moderators put up the link to everybody's channels as we're going through this, and they'll repeat them over time. And all I ask is, we're going to ask people to subscribe to you, and we ask you to subscribe to everybody else. And if we can do that, then I think we can help everybody grow their channels and have some fantastic support. So set your clocks, 8 o'clock, or set your calendar, write your calendar, whatever, 8 o'clock, 1 month from today, the first Saturday in July. And we will do this again. And unless anybody has anything important, we're right at the 1 hour mark. And I'll just go ahead and say, well, let me do it this way. One of my favorite passages, which is Leviticus 6, verses 4 through 6. So let me get that, see if I can find it here. No, That's 4. Exodus 6. It's called the Levitical blessing. I've got it marked in my other Bible. I believe it's this tab right here. Yes, there we go. Okay, so this is Numbers. Gosh, well, I was way far off, wasn't I? Numbers 6, verses, and I'll just start with verse 22 and go through verse 26, and you'll see where it says, "And the Lord said to Moses, speak to Aaron and his sons and tell them, this is how you will bless the Israelites. Say unto them," and then starts verse 24, "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace." So that's the Levitical blessing, and that's how I would like to close this broadcast. And thank you all so very much for being here. Remember, we're all in this together, so we can come out the other side together, support each other, and let's get rid of the trolls and just overwhelm the entire YouTube channel, overwhelm the entire YouTube community with love, peace, and understanding. Okay? Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Bye-bye.